Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Win. Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Win. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Back when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born.
Than it already is. How should people use cap breakers on this build?
For me, I'm a proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren homes. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win.
Up next, the next. And welcome everyone to the NBA on So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Kuminga is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's Williams. And it's Harper in at the 1. And it's opening night. Great to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, BA. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And here's Halliburton. Siakam looking it over.
Stay there.
Some solid defense from Claxton.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Williams passes to Harper. Outside Kuminga from deep. The Pacers pull it in. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And that one drops.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Yep, that one goes.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Thomas outside to the inside. Claxton. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Emhart, the pass to Turner. Now Halliburton. Driving inside. Claxton with the block. Fast break, Brooklyn. That one a little long. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Siakam against Kuminga. Halliburton outside. From downtown. Kuminga pulls it in. And that's gone 1 for 3 so far. Harper passes to Claxton. Uses the glass on the layup. Claxton's gotten his second bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Halliburton for 3. Another miss by Halliburton.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Kuminga against Siakam. From the stripe. No luck on that one. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Thomas. 20 feet out. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Brooklyn, Sharp, he's checked in for Kuminga. Wilson comes in for Williams. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Harper. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordan Fernandez. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. So it's Brooklyn now. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Sharp. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Drummond. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Here's Toppin. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Nice putback by Toppin. That vertical and power to finish the possession. Strong.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Claxton. The 3 from Russell. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Pacers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Halliburton finds Mathurin. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Here's Wilson. Pass to Sharp. Stolen by Drummond. In transition, here come the Pacers. Claxton with the block. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Thomas. The Pacers also with a sub. George is checked in.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
George's shot is off. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Mathurin. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
8. The Pacers. 13.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Toppin at the 4 and Turner at the 5. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's George in at the 3. Johnson for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers leading by 5. Kicks it to George for 3. The rebound by the Nets. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Toppin's shot is off. The Nets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Clowney. Beyond the arc. The shot misses. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Nembhard with it. Now here's Turner. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Turner's got his first basket. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Drummond's checked in for Indiana. Siakam comes in for Toppin.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Harper misses. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Siakam. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Shooting more free throws as his career is going on. Siakam wants to get that percentage up.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better. Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Pass to George. Out to the right wing. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Wilson's checked in for Williams. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton comes in for Nembhard. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Siakam. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Here's Harper, 6 to shoot. Left side Kuminga. And here's Thomas from the arc. Indiana with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Halliburton for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 5.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Pacers in 5th.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Buries it from 3. Halliburton's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Down low. Thomas against Matherin. Thomas passes to Kuminga. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Indiana. They're on a 17-5 run. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Halliburton finds Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Right side, Neesmith. They get it back. Drummond fires from deep. Goes up again. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Pacers. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson for the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a... And that's going to...
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you look at Pascal Siakam. He's been playing really well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Nicholas Claxton out there with Kuminga. Then it's Williams. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Harper in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Nets trail by 17. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, Kuminga. So deadly at the rim.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And Siakam, here we go. Turner inside. He's guarded by Claxton. Turner, no good.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Pass to Thomas. Outside Kuminga. Here's Harper, defended by Halliburton. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
The drive by Nembhard. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Knocked loose. Nembhard with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. Takes one from 10 feet. Claxton with the block. And he's able to get it back. Over to the wing. A good look from Turner. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Turner's got his second basket.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defensive part, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change, and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high-percentage shots.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. George comes in for Matherin. Back to Russell. Shoots over Halliburton. Off the left rim and out.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your trap shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. That three's off the mark. Pacers leading by 17. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. He has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
The Pacers making a switch here. Neesmith's checked in. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Last 2 minutes to play.
The Pacers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Toppin's got his second bucket of the night.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Williams on the wing. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Pass to Halliburton. Up and in on the layup. Halliburton's got 10 points.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. In the 3rd spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Johnson against George. Pass to Halliburton. Got a piece of it. Johnson against George. To in the cold spell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. Siakam, he's checked in for Toppin.
Pacers substitution.
A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Johnson finds Russell. "12 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Wilson, no good. Here's Nesmith. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 6 assists in the game.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And so it's Indy.
46.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. They've got Andre Drummond. Shepard is out there with Toppin. Then there's TJ McConnell. And it's Dennis in a shooting guard. Well, the Nets shooting just 21% from the floor. Pass to Wilson. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, he's even more magnified and intense.
Inside, here's Claxton. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 7 tonight. Tipped away. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Martin. The Pacers pull it in. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Shepard. Pass to McConnell. And here's Toppin from the arc. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Whitehead. All sorts of time. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
He has to make that one. I mean, You have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Shepard. And they pick up 2.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
For Brooklyn, Kuminga, he's checked in for Wilson, and it's Harper in for Martin. The Pacers also with a sub. Paul George, he's checked in for McConnell. The Nets have gotten nothing to fall in this fourth quarter, 0 of 5. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And he stays with it. Kuminga, the pass to Whitehead. They grab their own miss. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Caldwell Pope. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for Shepard. And here's Thomas from the arc. Harper. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
The Pacers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Drummond. Over Claxton. The shot by Drummond, no good.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Indiana foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Pass to George.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
The shot's good.
Paul George.
PG-13, using that length inside.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Thomas. Indiana with a rebound.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
Halliburton's shot is good.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And this was a telling game. They'll meet 4 times this season, and I'd say it looks like a good matchup for them. They'll be looking forward to their next 3 meetings against Brooklyn.
And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Claxton, he's checked in for Williams. And the Nets miss again.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Now here's George. Pass to Nembhard. George outside.
Nets foul. Thomas. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard.
So he gets them both. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Here's Kuminga. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Halliburton outside. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Allie, thank you as always.
We really
That
appreciate you
concludes
coming
the
in.
first game of the...